back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine. Let's call in spirit with some wind chime time. Sorry, I'm a little distracted. My cat Hembone is frolicking. Alright, let's see. So, Divine Feminine, I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If anyone is dealing with the tropical storm fallout, I wish you safety, security, and assistance. Let's get the energy oracle out. We have the divine feminine. So we have the 7th chakra, Archangel Uriel, which is number 41. It feels to me like there is something you've become aware of that people thought you would have no way of finding out. You may have had a dream or received a message somehow about somebody betraying you or lying about you. It may have impacted your relationship with a masculine energy. He's looking at a crystal and it's got like 3 points to it, so I feel like there's 3 sides to this story that you found out something about. And then the next card we have, another angel, 1st chakra, Mr. Michael. It feels to me like there's a drama that's played out amongst a small community. There may have been conflicting energies in terms of 2 people wanting the same thing, fighting over it, that kind of thing. But I feel like there's been a challenge here in terms of somebody needing to kind of step up on their like spiritual journey. And I feel like they've been getting signs that it's time to move away from somebody that has lied to them. Goddess of the Moon. That would be very much so High Priestess energy. So I definitely feel like you figured something out that people did not expect you to. So this would be like, you know, you figured out what was said between 2 people and those were the only 2 people there and neither of them told you, so they have no clue how you figured it out, that kind of thing. Alright, let's see what else we have for you. So we have the 10 of Swords. Yeah, I think you have been made aware of somebody doing something that they knew they shouldn't do, and that has made you feel betrayed. This may have resulted in a friendship or a relationship ending. We have the King of Swords. There may have been a person that gave you a little bit of information that kind of put you on the right track, or people are seeing you as the King of Swords. Yeah, I think people have seen you as the King of Swords. However, in particular, I think it's this thinking man that sees something in you they didn't expect. So this might be like a spectator, somebody who's also in the community, somebody who maybe didn't realize how perceptive you were, but they're seeing you overcome something that was pretty grueling, and they're admiring how you've defended yourself. They feel like you're very perseverant. We have the Chariot, clarifying Archangel Michael. Yeah, I feel like you've had divine protection, and that has helped you. We've got another Perseverance on this card, by the way. And so even though I feel like it's been pretty difficult, I think you've made it through this test or this challenge, this social situation, without looking like, you know, you've been to war. So we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. I think what you found out was that somebody was maybe jealous of you or stealing. We have the Six of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, strife arising from vanity. I feel like that's the one we've got here in terms of somebody feeling like, I don't know, entitled to what you have, like they're better than you, and not giving you credit for how much work you've put in to, you know, achieve what you have achieved. A lot of people want to judge from the outside without actually asking the questions to figure out if their petty little assumptions have any basis. But if people were to actually ask you, they'd find out that they have a lot of respect and admiration for you because you've gone through quite a lot, taken the wisdom, and not carried the anger with you. That's why you're divine feminine. So we have tragedy, forbidden love, and drastic, extreme, harsh cutoff. So it feels to me like whatever this action was that was taken against you, it had something to do with separating you from somebody that you felt a pull to, and they felt a pull towards you, but other people had opinions about it, like you weren't supposed to like each other for some reason. Maybe you're from... All right, I'm going to go with a football analogy because it is football season. Maybe one of you is a Minnesota fan and one of you is a University of Iowa fan. I mean, like, that's really hard to make work, you guys. But in all seriousness, there's something here where people from the outside looking in just didn't feel like it was an appropriate match. And for whatever reason, maybe they were jealous, whatever it was. I feel like really what happened is people were jealous or wanted to separate you. We might see the Five of Swords come out. Because other people wanted to be in your place or in your person's place. And now, after I think you said something, somebody has found proof that people were taking action to deny this wish fulfillment or this happiness to you and or this thinking man. We've got waves and irreconcilable differences. It feels to me like somebody has had to work really hard on healing from a past relationship. It could have involved a divorce, but it doesn't have to be. It could be, you know, you had to sell a property or you had to move out. There was something here about a past relationship making it really difficult to see the good in others. But over time, I feel like this thinking man realized he couldn't rid himself of these emotions he felt for this feminine energy. I'll use the Masonic Tarot to continue here for you guys. If this is resonating, go ahead and give me a like or a subscribe. And then a quick reminder that with the Masonic Tarot, the pentacles would be represented by mallets. What else do we have to look like from them? Ace of Gold. So this union, this love, is a divine blessing, and it was intended to, you know, make people happy. And it sounds like what it really did was make a few people jealous. And so now I think there's an effort being made to ensure that these two individuals can reestablish or come back together and, you know, see if that unfinished business turns into anything else. Sorry guys, I just threw all of them. Great. So we have the 10 of mallets, the 4 of gold, and the 2 of chalices in the reverse. It looks to me like somebody was too focused on what would bring them wealth or perhaps even notoriety or fame. They wanted to live the high life, and they were willing to ignore their emotions or their own happiness in order to pursue this like kind of superficial life. That 10 of mallets, remember, would be like the 10 of pentacles. It's like this person wanted to build a fortress around them to prevent any emotion from coming in, but also like no one can insult me if I've got, you know, a mansion kind of thing. But with this 2 of chalices in the reverse, I feel like somebody also found out that they couldn't actually ignore how they felt. Even if there were like several people in their life trying to, you know, work against this union. Wow, okay. Justice in the reverse, the Hermit in the reverse. Did I say justice or judgment? It's justice in the reverse, and then judgment. Somebody wanted to ignore how they felt, even though they knew it was an injustice. They didn't communicate how they felt. They didn't do right by somebody. They didn't apologize in a situation where they were cruel. And they thought they could just kind of ignore their spiritual awakening, their opportunity to become a better person. Nope. Karma's here to say you had your opportunity to do the right thing. We gave you signs, we gave you opportunities to connect, we gave you advice. Whatever it was, this person chose to ignore it. They wanted to continue in their greedy or jealous ways. This is the Morgan Greer. Someone was so determined to avoid addressing this betrayal or apologizing for this betrayal, Chariot in the reverse, that they did nothing. They left this person they betrayed in the snow with the sword sticking out of their backs and said, if I don't think about it, it won't matter. 5 of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's giving up on their efforts to paint somebody in a particular light because they know now that the truth has come out. It's like somebody wants to slink off into the distance without having to actually face the accountability for the drama that they stirred up. But Wheel of Fortune. If you put negative energy out or you spend all of your time trying to mess up other people's lives, you will only make a mess for yourself. We have the 9 of Swords in the reverse and the Page of Rods. I'm taking this to be somebody getting notification or getting word that their betrayal has been discovered. They didn't have the time to have the forgiveness conversation, And now everyone is looking at them as somebody who did something pretty shitty and then also didn't want to take accountability for it. So it's like they're looking at this communication like, I really messed up right now. Like, how bad is this going to get? What is everyone saying about me? We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. Again, this person really didn't think anybody was going to figure this out. Three of Wands in the reverse is like unexpected. I think the betrayal was unexpected, but more so somebody finding out about it is really what perhaps this thinking man is worried about. We have the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. As a result of not coming forward and discussing this betrayal, this masculine energy is going to have a pretty major loss. If they'd been living like the high life, the big life, whatever, they had like a freaking yacht, that's not going to last for very long. This is moving from the top of the wheel to the bottom of the wheel. Somebody is going to lose a lot of the things they felt made them who they were. Because it was superficial and shallow. It wasn't actually who that person was. It was an armor of fast cars and new shoes. That's not a person. Eight of Wands. I think this is representative of people in the community talking a lot, like gossip going around about somebody losing, somebody being judged, somebody being caught. The Star in the reverse. Somebody was jealous and vindictive because they didn't want to balance the scales. They knew they needed to. They got signs, but they didn't do it. All right, we're going to finish out with the Gypsy Oracle, and then we'll call it a day. Let's see if we can come in. We have Servant in the reverse. If this person was used to people being their yes men and doing everything they asked, like this would be the kind of person who would be like hanging out with their friends but refuse to get up to get their own like beer or something. Or like, hey, I just met you, but will you make me a sandwich? Like just entitled, right? They're not going to be able to do that anymore. We have Waiting in the reverse. There's not going to be a long period of time between this judgment day and the consequences of action. This could actually be somebody who did something illegal, who's going, somewhere they don't want to go. It could also be more of a spiritual jail kind of thing. Like, you might lose your job, might lose your car, like you put too much emphasis on these things, so we're going to take them away from you. Money in the reverse. Somebody is like stuck in that Nicolas Cage movie, Family Man. Like, yeah, no, you totally invested in the wrong things and thought that the best way to live your life was to be selfish and rich, and it's not. But don't worry, we'll show you. We'll teach you. We have Messenger and Malady, both in the reverse. There's an improvement in health here, but with Messenger in the reverse, I feel like people are unaware. It's like maybe there was a period of exclusion here where people were talking about you, they were spreading lies, and you just kind of stepped back. Like, it's okay. I can do other things. I can entertain myself. I love my alone time. No worries. I know you'll figure out the truth. And they maybe were assuming that because they hadn't heard from you, that you were depressed or feeling awful or giving up on something, right? Yeah. They thought you were in mourning, but really you were healing. Because you have faith in the good things that are coming to you, because you've done the good things that you know you needed to do. You've not been, overly aggressive or quick to anger. You've been patient, forgiving. You've shown gratitude. So it's quite a different story in terms of this Wheel of Fortune. You're on the top of it, and somebody here would really like to be in your place, but they're going to be at the bottom. So I hope you enjoyed the reading today, Divine Feminine, and that you have a wonderful rest of your day. See you later.